Chat, folks. Crying emojis in the chat. Oh my lord, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Doody, back again with another video, folks. And that's right. Well, this one's a sad one, folks. Doody has to report that I have some very sad news. That's right. Well, for some it's going to be sad, and for others, we may rejoice. I think I'm going to be the latter. I think I'm going to rejoice because I'm not going to lie. Watching Phil yesterday not beg, not be toxic, not yell at people, weirded me out. It really did. I mean, for all of these years, detractors have been telling Phil, stop begging, be a normal person, stop yelling at people, stop taking the bait from trolls, just be a normal person, stream your content, and be on your merry way, right? And after 17 years of being a content creator, Phil finally takes the advice, and for whatever reason, divorce coin, Phil decides he wants to do it and does it for almost a day. That's right, almost a day. And I can't lie. I think Phil managed to break Doody. He did. He just completely weirded me out. Watching a normal-ish Phil streaming was extremely weird. It was almost like aliens came down and they body snatched the real Phil and replaced him with the clone, with an alien clone. It was surreal. It was strange. It was tangy, robust, salty, flavorful, but extremely weird. And we'll see how long that lasts. I don't think it's gonna last much longer, but of course, Doody has to report bad news. That's right. For those that enjoy the new dark side Phil, the non-confrontational, the non-begging Phil, I'm sorry to report that Phil is gone. The regular Phil is back. That's right. The Phil we all love and adore, that we laugh at, is back. And yeah, he broke the non-begging streak of 2 last night during the Daily Rap. Now, most of you don't watch the Daily Rap. You watch my video to see what's in the Daily Rap, because of course Doody makes it way more interesting. He manages to take a pile of diarrhea and turn it just to a regular solid poop. It's a gift that Doody has, and this is no different. So the Daily Rapper was 11 minutes. I'm sorry, Doody wasn't feeling recapping 11 minutes of boredom, right? And just a quick highlights. He was just recapping his day, and he didn't get into the tractor content. He didn't get into support. No, he didn't say a single word about support, or they didn't hit the goal, or none of that. He didn't. Until, of course, he talked about Legos. So we're going to watch this little clip here. Our boy Phil is talking about Lego stream today. And sadly, Doody has to report the news, but he has officially broken the no-beg streak of 2. So let's watch the clip.
Plus other topics, of course. And then we will be doing Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii on the first stream. And then the late stream will be Lego Night, where we are going to wrap up the building of this Lego succulent plant. So 3 more to go to wrap it up. Each 3 has taken about 2 hours, so I figure we'll finish it up tomorrow night. Nice, chill, interactive stream, just like the first 2 were. And being a man of my word, if this stream does well, meaning people show up and engage and support, and it's all going in line with the first 2 streams, then I would be willing to get a bigger, better Lego set. Perhaps something that's licensed, something that's themed, you know what I mean, has intellectual property attached to it rather than just a generic plant. Or maybe something else. We'll talk about it, all right? But let's see how the stream goes tomorrow night. I'm hoping that there isn't basically lack of interest, because now it's the 3rd night I'm doing it. The first 2 nights went really well, so I hope they continue to do well, okay? Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow and see if people still show up for it and support and engage and support it or not. We'll see. So that's that tomorrow night. So fun day tomorrow. One final thing. As you know, if you've been checking out my
and there you go, folks. He tried so hard. Now, I'm going to give Phil credit. I'm going to give him credit for trying. He eat for effort, Phil. Well, okay, I'll give you a B for trying. But I'll give you a D minus for execution. Yeah, I know it's really hard, Phil. Old habits are hard to break. They are. And as someone as yourself who continuously begs, is toxic, yells at people, it's hard to change, you know. And I'm not sure if you're trying to change for because you want to be a better person, or you're just trying to change because you got yourself in trouble or something going on at home, you know, divorce coin or whatever, right? So, um, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's so confusing. It's so confusing. I mean, you hear him speak and the way he lets things out and the way he addresses things, it makes you think there's something seriously going on at home. I mean, yesterday someone super chatted and said, "Hey man, I'm sorry your wife left you." And you could tell like it hit him hard, and he tried his best not to just get triggered. He simply just said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're misinformed. I'm not sure who's spreading that lie, but you're misinformed. Thank you for the $2 super chat." And then he moved on. Then he mentioned it again, of course, a minute later. He couldn't help himself. But he didn't get full blown toxic. He didn't yell at people. So it's things like that that make me think that, yeah, divorce coin may be happening or separation coin might be happening. But one other thing that someone brought up that could be the case is maybe he got a community guideline strike. Yeah, a community guideline strike is a little different than just a channel strike, or a DMCA takedown where you get a strike for copyright stuff, right? So community guidelines strike, that's a little bit worse because that sticks in your record for about 90 days. And I know YouTube has recently changed how they handle community guidelines, but the way it used to be was that if you get two, your channel will get terminated automatically. And typically these community guidelines are if, you know, you dox people, you break the terms of service, the community guidelines, you mistreat people, you get reported. Any behavior that YouTube deems to be not in line with the terms of service can earn you a community guideline strike. Normally, I think what they do now is they give you one warning first, and then after that, they give you a second strike where you could take some type of test or whatever, and then get that community guidelines strike kind of deferred. Like it still stays on your record for 90 days, but it's kind of deferred. And then if you get another one, then you can face termination. Now, I haven't looked up all the rules of the community guidelines, but I know they're out there. And that can really screw up your channel because if you get a community guidelines strike, and I believe you get the two, like you get completely wiped off of YouTube. I'm not even sure you can create another channel. I think like your AdSense get demonetized. Like it's a little bit more severe than just your typical DMCA takedown notifications, where you know you can counter and then 2 weeks later it kind of falls off your account. You know, these are a little bit more severe. So someone suggested that maybe he got one of these community guidelines strike. And I'll give you an example. A couple months ago, I think someone reported me, or a bunch of people reported me, saying that I was doxing someone. And I got an email from YouTube. It was from their certain account. It said, "Hey, we've been made aware of certain activities you're doing that may not be falling in line with YouTube's terms of service. We were informed that you're sharing other people's information without their permission." They didn't give me a strike or anything. They just they linked the video and they said, "Please review this video and make changes or remove the content." And it was very a passive wording when they said they weren't going to strike me or anything, but they were made aware of it, kind of thing. So I reviewed the content and I responded back. I said, "No, there's nowhere where I doxed anyone." And then I referenced the video. I said, "I reviewed it. There's nothing there. You were misinformed." So apparently someone reported me just to report me. And then they, like 3 days later, they sent me an email and they said they reviewed my video. They didn't find any occurrence of where I broke terms of service. I'm good to go. So that could have happened where he received some type of just letter, or an email from YouTube that said, "Hey, you've been reported for X, Y, and Z." And maybe that was enough to rattle the guy. I mean, you got to remember how he acted when he ended up getting those 2 channel strikes last year or the year before last. yeah, the year before last, 2 years ago, where he like freaked out, where it became like a topic for 2 weeks on his channel, you know, and he had to build contingency plans if the channel was taken down or whatever, and he freaked out. So you know, it's a little bit different. Those community guidelines are very serious. So it'll be interesting, but something serious is going on. But sadly, Doody here has to report that the no beg streak has ended at 2. Anyway, let's see if he tries another attempt today. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.